Welcome to Mama Girl Chronicles. Cause Mama Girl, you woke up this morning and you chose you. Knowing everything that you chose was right where you needed it to be. You chose to take care of you, and that's what's the most important thing. You sit with the light inside of you, and you choose to be happy. You chose to release that breath of fear and resentment and allow yourself to be free. You chose to continue doing your best even when it felt hard. You choose your greatness because you are the only one who is capable of choosing. Your light cannot be given or taken from anybody because it divinely belongs to you. Even when you clean up your house. Let me stop. Even when you clean up your house, y'all, it can still end up looking like you didn't clean up your house. Now, there's nothing to be ashamed of. There is nothing to take away from this beauty that's called life. I think there's something to stand in when you recognize yourself and who you are and what your purpose is and what you're trying to do. Girl, boy, child, people out there, you have so much more to give than what someone is desiring of you. Showing up for yourself is always the first step to manifesting what you desire. And manifestation is only the start of a process where you are stepping into your divine light and what that looks like for you. Practicing your deep breaths and your gratitude push you forward and give you the momentum to put in action towards what you are manifesting and making it a reality. I feel like part of this life, we just kind of go through the ebbs and flows and ins and outs of what makes us truly ourselves, whether it be good or bad, whether it be in favor of what you think it should be or not in favor of what you think it should be. I think part of that roadmap is identifying with who you are first and loving on yourself through all those past times. It is definitely a give and take this life we live in today. And a funny story is your kids will not just tell you but show you what is wrong and what is right for you. They don't care if you're happy or upset about it. They want the best for you just like you want the best for them. Even though I've started a lot of these Mommy Girl Chronicles with, "Ooh, my kid did this." Honestly, my kids are not bad kids. They're just kids. Like, I think one reminder we forget, especially as adults and parents, is that kids just want to be kids. They want to play. They want to run. They have their needs just like we have ours. Our little person inside of us is asking all the questions because if they weren't answered, you still have that question. If you weren't held, you still want to be held. There's a reason why in your adult life experience it carried over from your childhood. It's telling you to tap into it and do the work because you're worthy of all the things that you desire. You're worthy of being where you are. You're worthy of being who you're supposed to be. And you're worthy of receiving love. Now, every time I get on here, I know I check out myself a little bit too hard. But, I think in lieu of things, I really, as a mother, don't take too much time always tending to myself like I want to. So I've been bridging the gap of finding little things about myself that I want to give more love towards. Not even work on, give more love towards. Because I'm deserving of that love. I am deserving of all the greatness I have to offer to myself first and then to others. I'm grateful to be able to realize that I have to show up in my full body self so I can show up for my little people, for the people I love and care about, and just be really intentional about the moves I make, the interactions I have, the conversations I create with others, and also, you know, how I choose to treat others, because how I treat others is a reflection of how I treat myself. And so, something I think I work on, and I think all of us work on, is how do we want to treat ourselves? Do we want to do more self care habits? Do we want to work out? Do we want to go get our eyebrows done? Ow, ow, ow. Do we want to get our hair done? Do we want somebody else to love on our hair? And another tip, y'all, be careful who is working on your hair, because you only get one head of hair. I mean, it grows back, but sometimes for some people it doesn't. And I think that's one thing I've been appreciating. You know, I know my hair needs a little bit more love. I mean, I thought about doing some other things with it, but that's for another time. Um, Honestly, just take it one step at a time, and everything will be okay, y'all. Keep doing the work. Keep loving on yourself. Keep faith alive that you are living in your own life and no one can take it from you, because you are truthfully and authentically always going to be yourself. Even if you try to hide behind a mask or another person's mask, it doesn't really work that way. And honestly, when you're looking at all the things that help you get to where you need to be, it is a trial and error basis. And that's okay too, you know? Take time to really enjoy these deep breaths. You know, the winter is coming. It's starting to rain, cats and dogs outside. It's starting to nurture the earth with all this beautiful stuff that it needs and nutrients that it's giving to the life that makes nature. You know, with storms, with rain, hurricane come new beginnings. And with fires also come new beginnings. So you realize we go from fire season of the summer and closing out with a whole bunch of wildfires, which is something we should still be cautious about. But then we move into flooding and raining and storms and washing over us with a new sense of light. Because to restart anew, sometimes you have to burn down what you've gone through to get to the point of where you want to be. And not necessarily burn it down, but make space. Like the song, making space for my healing. Just think about it like that, and give yourself that grace, that time, the ability to make that space, make way for who and what you want to do. I think today was a slower morning because, the cold be colding, and, you do what you can and stay proud in that. Thank y'all for joining me on these little self-talk moments with y'all, these encouraging moments with y'all. Y'all, I just be going off for it because I think my intention is just to be my truest self, even with my crazy hair, even with your blemishes, even with all the things people could say about you. You are worthy of so much more. And it looks like I'm looking down mostly because I'm looking at myself. Because, getting used to being on camera like this, it is something interesting for me. But I'm grateful to have the opportunity to document these moments and times and really fulfill that light that I feel calls to me. I hope y'all have a great Wednesday. It's over the hump day. So, y'all, If y'all were having a rough beginning of the week, if y'all were having some challenges throughout the beginning of this week, don't let it stop you. Don't let it overshadow your purpose and why you are here. Because you are here for a reason, and you're making an impact whether you know it, whether it be good or bad. Some people have to go through it, and some people are shown through it. So with that being said, thank you for joining me on part 3 of Mama Girl Chronicles. Boop, boop.